So welcome. We are in Bhutan, in Thimphu, and we are here with Saamdu Chetri. We are at the GNH conference, and we are so lucky with this amazing weather,
Great.
with the Himalayas around us.
True.
And Saamdu is gonna guide today's meditations. We are so lucky and so thankful, Saamdu.
Thank you.
Having you here means a lot.
Thank you.
How are you enjoying the GNH conference?
Very much. It's a GNH conference on business. How can GNH be embodied in business systems? And today we know that the economic model that we run the world with is totally a dead model. It's not going to be sustainable. In less than 70 years, we will face the greatest music of our sufferance. We will have our children and great-grandchildren looted because we are looting now as we consume 1.6 times the biocapacity of the earth planet. So there's will be nothing left for our children. So this conference is so very important to create an environment for all business sectors to think beyond the box and realize what is important for us, for our life and living. Are we living for ourselves or are we living for generations to come? If we are living for generations to come, then we need to change the entire model, look into societal happiness, look into environmental happiness. We need to be mindful, being aware of every moment, even what we eat or drink. We need to realize where does it come from. We also need to realize the clothes that we wear, are they organic or inorganic? And the choice is in our hands all the time. So therefore, if business understand this, it will be easier for the whole mankind to shift this consumerism process and to also shift out of so-called the production models.
So interesting. We are looking at so many aspects of human development from a spiritual point of view, from an ecological point of view, from a personal development point of view.
Yes.
And with that in mind, what is the role of meditation and mindfulness? Can that help?
In fact, if all the business people begin mindfulness and meditation, that's an answer to all the problems that we face.
Wow.
Because mindfulness is not something, when I tell people, oh, please be mindful, they say, oh, I have no time. That's the answer I get. But mindfulness is not sitting down and meditating. Mindfulness is to be aware every moment of our life, how are we connecting ourselves with others, meaning human beings, and the planet as a whole. So the food that comes into my mouth, if I know this is inorganic, I should stop there. The clothes that I wear, if it's inorganic, I should stop there. So that's mindfulness. And if all people who actually are the consumers, who are actually promoting all the bad businesses, is us. It's us.
Absolutely.
So if we change, if we are aware every moment of our life and aware of what we are doing, how we are connected, then I tell you, we don't need to change the business. Business will change themselves because we don't want them. We don't participate with their production. We don't consume their production.
So wise. So let's do a practice with the community. Meditation, a few minutes, probably no more than 10. What do you recommend when you have 10 minutes? How are you gonna guide us, and are you gonna set an intention as well?
Okay, before I go into this meditation practice with the community here, let me explain what actually mindfulness means.
Please.
A little bit. Mindfulness is to be present at every moment of your life. While you eat, while you walk, while you talk, while you drive, every moment. You know, people often get very jittery when they are stuck on a traffic. And they say, oh, why did the light have to be red? Just if 1 second I would have crossed. Now that's a moment to see, wow, I have an opportunity to deeply breathe and connect with myself. So the biggest problem we have is we are not connected with ourselves, we are not connected with others, and we are not connected with nature. We need to connect back. And connecting back is awareness. Connecting back is mindfulness. So to live now and here doesn't mean that you forget your future, you forget everything. It simply means don't live in the past, because that's dead and gone. You cannot change what happened in the past. You just let it go, accept it had happened. Finish. That's the end. Future is yet to come. It doesn't mean that you don't plan. You need to plan, but don't walk into the future and keep thinking about the future. If you don't place a stone for the future, you're not going to be there. So what you do today is for tomorrow. So therefore, there are 2 days in thousands and millions of years, which Dalai Lama says you cannot make any difference of, or you cannot change anything, is yesterday and tomorrow. So we all have is today. We need to remind ourselves, I'm not permanent on this planet. I will be a passerby. What can I leave behind for my generations to come? How can I be of help to this earth, planet, and the future? I think if we are aware to that extent, we are mindful all the time.
It sounds very insightful, and it sounds that it's not too difficult once you get into the mindset, right?
Yes, right, true, very true.
It might look very complex, but I think that the more you practice and the more you are aware that that's the way to go, I think that that's definitely possible.
Right, right. So this meditation that I'm going to guide now is on, how can we get wisdom, contentment, and compassion.
Wow.
So it'll be based on this, and it is called the Tara meditation.
Tara.
Tara, yes, goddess of wisdom, goddess of wealth, goddess of environment, goddess of light. You can name her in any form that you would like to name. So if you are from other religion, other cultures, you can envisage somebody who you regard very high. So it doesn't mean that you just think about Tara that we in Bhutan would do. You can think about Christ, Lord Christ. You can think about, Muhammad Prophet.
Yeah.
Anybody you can think of. And this is just trying to connect ourselves with this deity or with this figure who we have high regards on. And connecting with him or her to overcome our problems of ourselves.
All
So
right.
this is the whole idea.
I love it. So let's connect.
Okay. So I will ring 3 times the bell. That means we need to get into the meditative posture, which means if you're sitting on a chair, you should have your feet grounded parallelly. Your back should be straight. Your chin slightly tucked in so that your eyes are, your face is straight. And you need to slightly close your eyes, open your eyes, I mean. If you stretch your hand, it should be barely enough to see your, half of the hand part. That should be the opening of your eyes. Because if you are a good meditator and if you close your eyes altogether, you're going to sleep in 2 minutes. So to avoid sleeping, but concentrate your mind into meditation practices, we need to keep our eyes slightly open. We need to touch our tongue to the upper palate and close our mouth. Slightly touch, not hard. And don't bite your teeth, but slightly close your lips. And hand must be resting on your thighs, not on your knees really. If you rest your hands with dropping down onto the knees, it means that you're meditating with making the earth as the witness to something that you are deeply involved. And so we keep our palms open, which means we receive all the energy that's in the universe, all the positive energy enters in us. And there's other way, the mudra is also that you can meditate with your left down, right up, and touching 2 fingers. This is really the meditative mudra. And you also get all the energy from into your hands, and as well the energy rotates around you. So this is a good posture to meditate, or to sit and meditate this way. If you're sitting and meditating this way, better don't tug in your chin, but rather go a little up, not very high up, but a little up, and feel the locking of your neck with your back. and then feel there is all the movement happening in your forehead, right here between your eyebrows, you know. So that is another posture of meditation. But here we will do with chin tucked in, eyes slightly closed, and with a posture that we keep the meditation posture. Then there is another posture. You know, you want to deduct something very, very important in your life. You want to find a reality or a truth of something. Then you keep your right hand facing down onto the knee, and your left hand right here. This means that I am trying to find the jigsaw puzzle of something that is a truth. I need to find the answers to many problems. So I make the earth as the witness, and whatever I'm going to arise in me will be all very true, and I will not lie myself. I'll bring all that's the truth, and I'll meditate on that. So you do that meditation. Then there's also other mudra that you do with two fingers locked here. This is a wisdom mudra. If you want to meditate on wisdom, then this is the best way of doing meditation. So there are many postures, hand postures.
Yes.
But for now, we will do this mudra. And so if you're sitting on the floor, you should have a cushion that's like 6 to 10 inches tall, depending on your size, your tallness, your height. So when you sit down with your folded legs, you should be able to touch your knees onto the floor. So that should be the posture.
Wow.
So when I ring 3 times the bell, it means please get into the meditation posture.
Okay.
Then you will hear me speak something. So I would like the audience, the meditators, to follow me in your mind, whatever I speak. And then you'll hear a ring of a bell, which means that just before the ring of the bell, whatever I spoke, you need to now visualize and speak in your mind.
Okay.
And when you hear 2 rings of the bell, it means we are done with the meditation. So that's how we're going to do. So the first is the 3 ring of the bell. Body, mind and speech in perfect oneness, I send my heart along with the sound of the bell. May the hearers awaken from forgetfulness and transcend the path of anxiety and sorrow. Forgetfulness means living in the past or living in the future. And the anxiety and sorrow should transcend immediately from our minds. Breathe very normally, in and out, without changing the frequency of your breath. When you breathe in, be aware of the breath entering your nostrils, into your lungs, and raising your stomach. When you breathe out, feel the air going out of your nostrils until your stomach has ebbed. So follow your breathing in and breathing out. Be aware, be conscious, and be totally focused to your breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, say, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, you say, I know I'm breathing out. So follow your breath in and out for a minute. There will be thousands of thoughts that will arise in your mind. Do not try to block them or do not participate with those thoughts. Let them arise and let them go. Focus your mind completely to breathing in and breathing out. You may also hear a lot of noise, a lot of sound around you. If you are meditating in the open, do not participate with those sounds or noises. Just let them come to your ears and you just let it go. Follow completely your mind with breathing in and breathing out. As you focus your mind in breathing in and breathing out, imagine a figure that you regard highly, maybe a Tara goddess, maybe Jesus Christ, maybe Prophet Muhammad, maybe Mahavira. See him in your mind in formation of a cloud far in front of you, a huge formation of this deity or personality that you regard highly. Imagine from the forehead of this deity, there's a red light that arises and comes directly into your forehead, burning all the anger, hatred, dislike, your ignorance. Now the light is very strong, it's red in color, changes your forehead to be completely red, burning all the hatred, anger, and ignorance, arising wisdom in your mind. You are calm now. You breathe in and you feel very calm. You breathe out, you feel very relaxed. And your head has turned red with the light. And now you have the wisdom in you. So breathe in, feel calm. Breathe out, feel relaxed. 2 minutes. Focus your mind to breathing in. Feel your mind very calm. Breathing out, feel your body relaxed as all your anger, hatred, dislike, ignorance has been burnt out of your head, and your head has turned to be very powerful energy of wisdom. Visualize that the light is getting stronger from the head of the deity falling onto your head. And you feel totally calm, very wise. Follow your breath deeply in and out. Focus your mind in breathing. Now visualize from this deity there is a white light that arises from the heart of this deity and falls on your heart, changing your heart into white light, powerful white light, doing away with all the pride, with selfishness, with competition. Your heart is arising now with love and compassion. The intensity of the light, white light, now increases in your heart. Your heart area is totally as bright as the light, burning all the selfishness, all the pride, all the ego, and arising, filled with love and compassion for others. So breathing in, you become very compassionate. Breathing out, you send your love to all people, family, friends that are suffering out there. So breathing in, imagine your heart totally lighted with compassion and love. So breathe in and say, I'm compassionate. Breathe out and say, I send my love to all the suffering beings on this planet. We do for 2 minutes. Bring back your mind, focus in your breathing in and breathing out. Visualize the bright white light from the deity heart to your heart, arising in your heart love and compassion, that your heart is now brighter than the sun light itself. So breathing in, send your compassion, be compassionate. Breathing out, send your love. Breathing in, now focus a green light coming out of the deity's stomach part, radiantly falling onto your stomach part, doing away with your greed, excessive desires, lust, and connecting yourself with the ecology. Be grateful to this stomach area, which actually gives us transforming everything that we eat into energy, so that our mind, our soul, our consciousness, our energy can live in this healthy body. So imagine the green light transforming all the greed, the excessive desires, the lust into containment, that I have enough, I will give onto others. So breathing in, say I'm content with what I have, and breathing out, I would share any excess that are with me. We do this for 2 minutes. Remind yourselves that the green light is intensifying, swallowing, killing all the greed, lust, all the excessive desires that are in there. I feel very content with what I have. and I share my excessive material and spiritual things with others. Remind yourself, focus in breathing in and out. Do not follow the noises. Do not follow your thoughts that arise in your mind. Continue sending your love, your compassion, burning your greed, your anger, jealousy, and now being grateful to the lower part of your body that helps you sustain your lives. So breathing in, be very contained, and breathing out, send your kindness through sharing, through a feeling to share must arise. Now imagine that all the three lights mix into a beautiful rainbow color, transforming your entire body, healing from all the pain, the problems that you face, burning away all the negativity, and creating yourself into a very positive human being, filled with love and compassion. And you see this figure that you've been seeing in front is coming towards you, reducing itself into smaller, smaller, and smaller, comes over your forehead, turns around, and enters from your central channel from up, comes and rests in your heart, bringing all the transformation for you and leaving in your heart. He will transform you to be a positive, a kind, compassionate, and loving human being. Meditate on this for a minute. Thank you. Slowly open your eyes. As you're sitting in a position, your body gets stuck, so slowly release your hands and massage your hands and feet. And feel what has this meditation brought to you today. There are many kinds of meditations that we can follow. We can visualize in different forms. So this is one of the simple ways of doing meditation and self-curing and understanding our body and our way of life. Thank you for listening to me and participating with me.
Thank you, Saamdu.
Thank you so much.
The connection was amazing.
Yeah?
So my recommendation is you have to come to Bhutan and you will feel that deep connection. You can feel it anywhere, but here it's very special.
Yes, true.
Thank you very much.
True, thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Enjoy. See you next week. Take care.